Shibu sir, please check the PPT. Shibu sir, good afternoon. Kindly check the PPT.
Sure, ma'am.
It's an earnest request to the participants, kindly rename yourself with the school code and your name. Kindly rename with the school code and your name. Please do it immediately. Someone has joined, I may remove them from the, because identity is doubtful. You are not registered the WebEx also. So kindly join with the school code and your name, please.
Can I begin?
क्या हो गया?
Ma'am, can I begin now?
Minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Behalf of all the participants and on behalf of the Aryavarta Sahodev School Complex and all the UCAN executive members, I welcome you in this evening. You can start, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, all teachers, and all participants, principals. Today evening, just we reflect upon interesting teaching learning pedagogies through information communication technology. We might have heard about TLP, common term we use, TLP or ICT. That TLP is teaching learning process. Just have thought to reflect upon pedagogies. So, when we look into our classrooms, a concept that I found when I think about ICT, information communication technology, or the technology in 21st century, I have it has come to my mind that transformation of classroom teaching from T to T. T to T. T means tree. In Gurukula system, children used to sit under the tree and study. That is under the tree. Now we teach the children under the technology. So a lot of changes taken place from under the tree to under the technology. And nowadays nobody wants to teach or learn something from book. Maybe through WhatsApp groups, maybe through different social medias, different platforms. Even school, we are also dependent upon many platforms through which we may send the class notes, we may connect the parents, we may connect the children. That's the way we are going ahead. And that day is not so far away that children will come to your classroom with their iPads or notepads or laptops. And those days are not so far away. Now the children come with their big heavy bags, having a lot of textbooks, copies, and other items, required materials they carry and come to the classroom. But the day is going to come. Children will carry their laptops, ready-made, or else their tabs they may carry. Their ready-made textbooks will be available online. They may purchase online and they save it as PDF, and they will come to the class and they will keep open the switch on the tabs or computer, and they will sit and will study. Even when we see the foreign schools in foreign countries, we see the same nature. So gradually our Indian school system is also changing into that. Even when we look into our that's of children possibilities, even when we look into our possibilities, we also get some kind of resumes, biodatas, requesting us, is a possibility to teach online. I don't want to join a school where offline classes are going on. I want to have purely online classes. I will be sitting at my home and I wanted to teach. So those systems are also very high. So previously we never used to hear a kind of job at home, right? We used to think job means we used to go to office and do some works from office. Now there are a number of companies that we see in the world. They don't have offline offices at all. They don't have office, a particular office. They cannot predict. Say office in Bombay, office in Delhi. No, they don't have physical offices at all. They have email ID. They have some kind of online platforms. They deal all those things through that. So that's the world it is moving to. So, but still what we have an idea in the mind, all the classroom teaching and all the classroom teaching ideas that we have, we are going with the all the type of teaching aids, and children are maybe not interested, may not be interested, may be interested. They're in their own world, we are our own world, something else is happening, and we are coming out. And even suppose we see now +1, +2 children are very less in private schools, very less. Suppose 100% children are passing out from 10th class. Approx regular students of our school are 5 to 10%. May not be even that. So the systems are changing. So, and we are going with the traditional mode. Children wants the post-modern things. So there's a conflict taking place in the classroom itself. So how can we connect the technology in the classroom or information communication technology? That's what we'll be looking into for teaching learning process, pedagogy. So dear teachers, using varied pedagogies like collaborative, on learning, collaborative learning, storytelling, integrating art and music to interact and teach the students are not merely stick to the traditional process of teaching. That's what I wanted to convey. It's not about traditional teaching. Creating an element of curiosity and encouraging students to ask questions and search for the answer collaboratively. Now, we have a older system. Go to the class, just teach a content or a topic and ask few questions to few students and come back. And my syllabus is complete. Conduct the examination. We ask question, they write answer, we correct, they get the result. Right? So there was a monotonous pattern. But this is not the present teaching method. It is insisting that children should have curiosity. Children should have curiosity. I remember one of the movies which made a lot of curiosity in the world itself. Not only in India, the world itself, a movie has made a lot of curiosity. That is a movie called Bahubali first part. When Bahubali first part was over, everybody was all of us were having a curiosity. Why did he kill the king? Right? No, that was a curiosity. So people were waiting. Even it was a hot discussion in the film industry among even the normal people. It was a hot discussion. Why did he kill? That was a hot discussion. See, it made a curiosity in the mind of people. What is going to happen? Why it is? How it is? Why? What? How? These are the questions that it disturbs us. It disturbs us. Such kind of things happen. For example, tomorrow when we go to the school and the school principal calls you and say, no, we don't want you, I have appointed a new teacher in your place. How do you react? Don't you think to ask ourselves or to the authority, what is the reason behind? Why? How? You can say. Means lot of questions arises. Lot of questions. So in the classroom also, classroom teaching should be a platform where the problems are solved. Curiosity is created and the platform is made for the group of children to discuss their ideas. What normally happens, we go to the class, we put our ideas, we trace our ideas, everything is our idea. For example, in the school, what are the activities have to be held in the school? Who decides? Principal, teachers, right? Change it. What are the activities should take place? Let the children decide. Let the children decide. When it has to be conducted, let the children decide. Who has to conduct? Let the children conduct. Not the principal and okay, let us lead them. Let us be like a matured person. Let us train them to conduct. I tell in my school nowadays, I have many clubs in the school. 10, 15 clubs I have for different activities. They are conducting and there are some awareness classes. It may be POXO, it may be sexual harassment, it may be eco club, it may be any clubs. There are language clubs, lot of clubs. All awareness sessions are taken care by children. They prepare PPT, they practice, they conduct for them itself. There the teachers become a viewer. We just watch how they conduct. We just give some kind of suggestions for the forthcoming program. Everything is done by the children. So there's a collaboration. There's a involvement. It is not that we are doing. We have got a good platform. For example, if I have to take a session, I am more or less okay to take a session. But what about my children? Are they capable to take a half an hour session, 1 hour session? No. Even there are n number of children are having stage fear. So these things, when they come together, their ideas will be shared, their, problems will be solved, and they understand themselves better. So there are 5 different pedagogical approaches, being constructive approach. First is the constructive approach. When I approach the class or pedagogical should be constructive. Collaborative approach, equal, collaboration of many, involvement of many. Reflective approach, what we design should reflect. Integrative approach, it should be, integrative one, that, it's not on a particular point. And finally, the inquiry based approach. I made it, constructive, or having a lot of involvement of many. I reflected it. I looked into all aspects of it, and at last, I should think: is it really having a, useful? Ask everybody, not one. Suppose we see there is a in sociology. If suppose any teachers have studied sociology, there is a the father of sociology. It's known as August Comte. August Comte has found out a theory that's called armchair policy. Armchair policy is that sit on a chair and think what happens outside. For example, how the society moves, how the teachers do. I may not be going to the class. For example, as a principal, I'm not going out of my office. I'm sitting in the classroom, maybe by looking at CC camera, I come to my conclusion how the teachers are teaching, how the children are, acting in the classroom, or how do others do in the classroom. And I have my own evaluation by sitting in the office, by sitting in my chair, looking into the CC camera and talking with different people and coming to a conclusion. No. Move out of the classroom. Ask to the children. Teach in the class at least once in a while as a principal. Go to the class. Teach in different classrooms. Spend some time in the classroom and teachers, and ask children what are their problems, what are the necessaries. Ask to the teachers what are their requirements, how can the school facilitate them. Means overall, when we ask something, we get a lot of inputs and we can easily change it. And some kind of, approaches, popular pedagogy approaches for teachers. As I said, 5 points. Now, innovative teaching approaches. Now, previously, maybe before now 2021, approx 2015, almost approx 2015 to 2018, we used to say children work hard. A normal word we used to say to the children, we should work hard, or we should tell in conclusion to everything, you should work hard. Even the report card, even the notebooks, or even the examination paper, hard work. Hard work was mentioned in it. Now, hard work term has been changed. We don't use the word hard work. We use the word smart work, right? We are using the word smart work. You do the things. There should be, we use 2 words. As I said, how we should work, smart work. How we should, do something creatively and innovative. Innovation and creative. Necessary. In case we are going to classroom, taking notebooks, teaching in green board or blackboard, there is no creativity or innovation in it. Innovation or creativity takes place. You are going to classroom. You have a smart board in the classroom. Why can't you use PowerPoint? Why can't you use videos? Why can't you use some kind of animations? Right? A child who says, I don't understand. I don't have a memory power. I don't have a studying capacity. The same child, when he or she goes to the theater, when he or she goes to the he or she goes to watch movie, 2.5 hours movie, easily they remember, easily they, by heart the songs, easily they by heart the dialogues, and they come out after the movie. Video presentation, power of visual effort, power of attraction, power of innovation. Right? Even when the child sees something, even in the social media, even in the movie, everybody wants some kind of innovation in it. Innovation, right? Maybe the costume, maybe the way we approach, maybe the way we do something, right? So in the classroom, we are forgetting innovation. First innovation. Okay, there are some kind of things are given. I'll be coming to. But before that, one first innovation in our face. What's the innovation in our face? Always keep a smiling face whenever we enter the class. It is not that, oh my God, first period over, second period, now third period, I'm tired, I'm feeling hungry, I'm feeling thirsty, I'm feeling this problem, I'm feeling that problem. No. Enter the class with a smiling face. Yes, I got one more chance to be with my children. Second, whatever the textbooks that we carry. Remember, teachers, all of us carry textbooks. It may be lesson plan, it may be our textbooks, anything. Whatever the textbooks that carry, try to change the covering page. You may cover the page, For example, lesson plan we have, we cover it with the maybe wrapping papers, we cover it. Every month you change. Every month you put new, cover in the lesson plan or textbooks with a different, not the same color. Maybe once red color, sometimes ash color, sometimes designed papers, or even not, sometimes put some paper cuttings, and it shows something different. Something different. And whenever you enter the class, bring some new teaching materials. So, that itself attracts. So, by using creative teaching strategies as a project-based learning or problem-based approach and the use of technology, teachers can improve students with engaging environment to learn new materials. As I said, just a few tips that came to my mind. I said about approaching the class. There's a preparation to enter, a physical approach. Second thing, how we solve the things, how we are approaching towards the technology. How many of us are well versed in using smartboard? I do not know. I do not know. So we need to look into this. See here, 5 pedagogy series given. 1, joint productive activity, JPA. First pedagogy to make the interesting classroom. First is joint productive activity, not one man, not one man. When we have an oral activity, sometimes what do? We call the best children of the class. We call the best children of the class and we try to ask questions. That's not a joint productive activity. It should be involved all children. Second, language and literacy development, LD. Language and literacy development. There should be proper communication. There should be proper communication. Normally, what do in the class? Children, have you understood? And the children reply, yes, sir. Finish. No. It is an old habit. It's a very old habit asking, have you understood? Kindly don't ask. Clarifies some doubts. Clarify some doubts. Ask indirect questions related to chapter. Now, so that they will have a communication with you. For example, I have noticed the mathematics teachers. Mathematics teachers, what do? I am not criticizing anybody. Some of the teachers, I am not saying you are doing. Some teachers, what do? Exercise 3.1. Exercise 3.1. They teach. How do they teach? No communication. No communication. Just straight come to the class. blah, 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 just to solve the problem. Children write down, no communication. They may solve 1 or 2, 3, 4 questions, maximum 4 questions they solve. And in 3.4, exercise 3.4, maybe 25 questions. And tell the children, exercise 3.4, complete and come. I hope you might have noticed. There's no proper communication. No narration takes place. Narration is not taking place. Proper communication is not taking place. So these are things that happens in the school. Next, meaning making. Meaning making. M. We are teaching. That is okay, fine. That is fine. So when we are teaching, there should be outcome. There should be meaning in it. It is not that just we are going to the class, completing the syllabus, and we are going. Children are writing down the notes, and they don't understand why did they learn, and we don't understand why did we teach. Normally, that's what it happens. And interestingly, some of the workshops I might have told about a maths teacher. Once, of course, I said many workshops. Once a maths teacher met a student whom she taught 20 years back. And the student came and asked, "Sir, ma'am, you used to give punishment to us for not saying the formulas and its solutions. For example, a plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. You used to beat us. Even after completing 20 years, I did not know why did I learn the formula a plus b the whole square." Now even children may not know why did they learn Russian Revolution. They do not know why do we study the speed of light. They do not know different aspects of things. Why do they learn? They are not aware about. They are not aware about why do they study. They are not aware about. Right? So that shall not happen. Why do I study? So there should be meaning in it. Next, complex thinking. CT is not a simple thinking. Very easy to think very simply. Anybody can think simple. Right? We should think complex way. And instructional conversation. We should have instructional conversation in the sense we should clarify all our doubts. Best teaching methods that every educator should know. Best teaching method. 1. Teacher-centered learning. Project-based learning. Now, it will come. If you ask, is that teacher-centered learning? No, it's actually student-centered learning. Now, it has changed into teacher-centered learning. Now, social emotional learning, flipped classroom model, collaborative learning strategies, inquiry-based learning, problem-based learning, personalized learning. So these are the few steps of learning projects. See, what is ICT? Information and Communication Technology. So when we are looking into information and communication technology, look into the picture. There are so many items that we see where information and communication technology is practically used in the current society. The current society, for example, vehicle tracking. So tracking can be considered in many ways. Even mobile tracking can be. Vehicle tracking, mobile tracking. So many trackings in the ICT we do. Routing, delivery scheduling. Amazon, Flipkart, Mezo, MyGeo, these, that, lot of radio frequency. And even it can be Wi-Fi, it can be radio, it can be anything wherever you use frequency, through frequency. Barcoding. Barcoding is in the school library barcoding. It can be shopping mall barcoding or anything whatever the product bought we buy. Nowadays barcoding is available. Inventory management, address system, freight auditing, supplier management, pay card, ED. Okay, so many ways. At present, information and communication technology has been used actively, not in passive way. All things whatever I am showing here is actively used. So ICT based pedagogy, when we look into the pedagogy in the classroom, which is ICT based teaching involves the integration of digital tools, devices, and platforms to enhance the educational experience, from interactive lessons to online collaboration. Means ICT has become a cornerstone in modern education, offering new possibilities for educators and learners like us. You see, there are a lot of publications which are coming out in the market, right? Lot of publications are coming out. So let us ask the publications. You see the back side of the book, bind page, cover page, last page you see, or the back side of the last page you see, there will be a QR will be given. QR. What is meant by this QR? If anybody can scan this QR, they can download the textbook, right? Or they can get the notes, class notes, chapter wise notes are available. They can join the company WhatsApp group. They can join different platforms which is connected with the textbook. So this is increasing day by day. Previously, just before this, what used to happen? With almost every textbook, they used to keep a compact disc CD. Compact disc they used to keep attached in the envelope, right? Now that is finished. QR code. QR code has implemented and it is going day by day, increasing. ICT based teaching learning approaches in school refers to the integration of information, communication, and technology tools and facilities to support the teaching and learning process in the classroom. See, as I said, it is quite monotonous that we are standing in the class. That chapter is complete, giving the notes and finishing. So I like to give a simple suggestion to everybody. There is a big platform we have, YouTube. What are the chapters that we teach? Just type in the YouTube. Download a short video in a meaningful language and present in the class at the beginning of the class or end of the class or after the completion of each topic. So what will happen? They understand, the children understand the topic in an effective way. They understand the topic in an effective way and they understand a visual way. So this technology can be made use of. Now it is ICT mediated teaching learning pedagogy. Like traditional classroom we have. For example, you see the classrooms. If there are principals, those who are listening to me, kindly instruct to the teachers. If there are teachers, those who are listening to me, make it applicable from tomorrow. For example, sitting arrangement in the classroom. Sitting arrangement in the classroom, we have a traditional sitting, right? Maybe 4 rows into 6 or 5 into 6. Quarter rows maybe one after another, right? Try to change the sitting arrangement. The shape of, maybe one line can be square, another can be little circle, different shapes in the classroom, right? We have to take one oath, one pledge we have to take. I will never be a person to follow traditional things. That's a challenge that I would like to give you today. That's a challenge I would like to give you today, that I will not be a person to follow the traditional things at all. If I implement something, I will implement something which is new. I will implement something which is not done by any other teachers in the campus. I will apply the ICT in the classroom in all aspects. I will implement all my methodologies in a proper way and I will have perfect pedagogies to make the teaching learning process interesting. That's what we have to. And see here, when special I have mentioned this, where a teacher uses ICT tools. This is very, very important. ICT tools and techniques to facilitate learning, but the major mode of delivery remains face-to-face teaching by teacher, not through online mode at all. Therefore, teachers, how far technology develops, develops, no matter that teachers cannot be substituted. Physical classes cannot be substituted. The moment we substitute physical classes into online mode, the quality education will come down. Even the distance mode that will not be able to. I request the admin kindly look into the time of completion. There's a notification. So even the distance mode will never can satisfy the face-to-face class. ICT is like audio, video, computers, CDs or DVDs. Simulations, resources available on the internet, etc. can be considered for ICT. So ICT has also become integral to the teaching learning interaction through such approaches as replacing chalkboard with interactive digital boards using students on smartphones or other devices for learning during class time, and the flipped classrooms models where students which lectures at home. As I said in the beginning, now in between the classes, even when you see the cooperative schools, our private schools or even the government schools, you see the children, those who are carrying the notebooks, the burden, the number of copies what they carry, it is high in range, weight, heavy, weight 50 to 20 kilos. I don't think any child will be carrying a bag of 10 kilos, not less than 10 kilos, more than that they are carrying, including the tiffin box maybe, right? So, even now also everybody says that reduce the weight of bag, reduce the weight of bag. So, of course, there, such interactions. Now, I remember whenever I go to the class, even when I used to be full-time teacher, even now 2011, 12, 13, I used to carry my textbooks in pen drive. Okay, those days, nowadays smart boards are it's coming. Those days I used to use in southern part of India where I used to teach Educom. Okay, there used to be a company Educom. So I used to take the pen drive. I used to display my notes, my PDFs, videos. Every class I used to make sure minimum one video of 2 minutes. I used to make sure one PPT of 3-4 slides. I used to make sure they typed notes. Whenever I used to give the notes to the children, I used to type myself, display in the smart board, and I used to dictate. Children, I see the board and I dictate. And the children used to write. When they have a spelling doubts, they used to look at the board. So, there's a better clarity in it. So, it easily can be maintained. And some UNESCO has come with the formulation of 4 ICTs in the school, like emerging approaches, applying approaches, interrogating approaches, or transforming approaches. Four approaches of ICT interrogation. See, these 4 approaches can be developed in the classes. How to interrogate? As I said here, 4 approaches of interrogation I have said. Then how to interrogate? 1. PowerPoint games, internet homework assignment, Internet homework assignment, I do not know how far it is effective in our Indian culture. In our Indian culture, it differentiates state by state, uh, district by district, school by school. I don't allow any children of my school to use mobile phones while they do homeworks or any other things. I don't send anything in the mobile phone. That's a school system I follow. There's no WhatsApp group. There is no messages, homeworks. Nothing is sent to the mobile phones. To the children. We send messages to the parents, not to the children. We send a homework message, not to the children, but to the parents. So we know that's my system. Online grading system. We can put it for parents. Classroom tablets, as I said, it has not come to our system. But in India, there are schools, those who are having tablets. Like there are some schools I know, boarding schools. There are some boarding schools. They are, there are some boarding schools, those are having the tablets. And those tablets are inbuilt with specific applications only. Those tablets are applied with only specific only. And those tablets are having internet facility for few minutes only. For example, teachers are sending class notes. I'm telling it, make it very clear. For example, by looking into this system, if any schools would like to implement, it's a very good system, which I like. For a residential school, why I am not advising to a normal school? Because children are not guided properly by the parents. Children are not guided properly by the parents because parents have a lot of excuses. I am working, the child's father is working, mother is working, child is taken care by somebody, this, that, lot of things. So it is good for a residential system where you can control. As I said, children are carrying the tablets to classroom and they are attending, studying the tablet. Those tablets are connected with the teacher's device. And after the completion of school, maybe for example 5 o'clock, in all rooms, internet facility they get with the limited things, and all takes updation in the tablets. All updation takes place in the tablet to internet, and they get the all notes, and all teachers are update within that duration. Okay, and it takes place. So there are things is coming up. So there should be, these are innovative things, right? So some things it can be integrated with technology, keeping students engaged or help students to with different learning style, prepare students with life skills. So these things can be done. What are main tools of ICT for better pedagogy? Information communication technology tools are digital infrastructure such as I said before, it can be computer, laptops, desktop, data projector, software, programs, printer, scanners, and interactive teaching boxes. These are the like a set of technological tools used, for example, to store, manage, or communicate information. Right? So these things can be done. 4 types of ICTs. What are 4 types of ICTs? One, computer, the internet broadcasting technologies such as radio and television, telephony and digital technologies such as smartphones and tablets. So these are the 4 common devices normally used nowadays. So process of ICT integrated pedagogy. What's the process for it? ICT integrated pedagogy is defined as a teaching learning process and environment where the students have the access of having the teacher's class presentation as a learning aid at their needs with flexible of time and space. I do not know how far to digest to our society. For example, it is good for such schools where online classes are available. Even nowadays, some of the schools I see summer vacation, unpredictably, the district administration has declared to close the school. Teachers are starting offline, online classes due to flood. Unfortunately, this year no flood, no rain even. Let us pray to get rain. Start online. Winter season, start online. But we need to look into the practical part of it in the future too. But it is good that we can, come with. And this ICT, it gives a constructively apply attitudes towards the knowledge, skills required to plan and conduct, and evaluate and revise on an ongoing basis. ICT supports teaching, maybe theoretical current knowledge, maybe experience, maybe a lot of things it gives an idea. So for example, one example I like to say about ICT, electronic presentation or video representation, web-based learning, environment, web quest activity, electronic web worksheet and simulation. And there are things which we are following it in the school itself. Right, teachers? I don't know how many of us are having smart boards in all classes. There are many schools completely, I'm talking about Bihar, completely it is a smart board classes, completely, not partially. There are schools gradually coming up with. There are schools, those who are gradually coming up with, our smart board based classroom. And there are so many companies that are coming. Now smart board, the layer which is there, that has changed. Now it is coming with LED projector, LED, TVs, LED TVs. There the benefit is that, for example, you want to teach triangle or you want to teach a brain, you can rotate the head, touch the screen and rotate the head. It rotates. Okay. So, a pure animation takes place. A kind of visual effect which impresses the children. I would prefer that school should go with it. At least few in the beginning. Okay, because, for example, you are teaching something. For example, tree you are teaching. You can lift the tree. You can bring it back. You can rotate it. You can do whatever you like. And so the teaching process approach in schools, ICT in teaching and learning refers to the use of technology such as notebooks. It can be Chromebooks, maybe PrimeBook can be, or tablets with learning applicants, or without the internet to improve the educational experience for both teachers and students. Without internet, offline softwares are available. Offline softwares are available. All content, everything is installed in it, and just we need to upload it, and we can see all data. Main principles of ICT in teaching process. The main principle of teaching ICT are multiple media principle, coherence principle, re-rendering principle, personalization principle, principle of split attention, affect, principle of spatial continuity, principle of temporal continuity, principle of individual difference. I don't know how far we are able to digest about it, but it's a terms that what we use in the ICT. So in short, I like to tell, when we talk about teaching learning processes, the main principles, different aspects of technology should be used. For example, the mobile phone which I have, okay, the mobile phone I have in my hand, but we exactly do not know what are the applications in it. There are many applications which we are not using at all. So we should develop ourselves. And 4 strategies. One is pictography, another is ethography, phonography, and prography. These are the 4 strategies that we have to use in the class. And there's another thing is called TAPCK. TPACK. What is that? Technology, pedagogy, and content knowledge. TPACK. So one is technology we are using. I'm telling you, then only classroom will become the interesting. factor. In order to make the classroom teaching perfectly and interesting way, anybody can take the best class content wise. But in case you want to make the class interesting, children should feel, yes, something is taking place, something is going on. Let us be, give attention. Technology use, pedagogy means the proper planning, content knowledge should be there. And therefore it is Mishra and Koheler. In 2006, they came with this approach. See, a technology, what is technical knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, content knowledge. See here, I top you see technological, pedagogical, content knowledge. Technological content knowledge, pedagogical content knowledge, which is context. Technological, pedagogical knowledge, that is of TPK. It's a kind of collaboration. It's a kind of collaboration. Without this collaboration, we cannot have proper teaching in the class at all. We cannot have proper classroom. Suppose we think, okay, I have been teaching in the classroom last 10-15 years. All notes are tip of my tongue. Let me go to the classroom. Students will not digest. We need to be enthusiastic. We need to be energetic. We need to be, more advanced along with content and knowledge. So that only will help our classrooms better. And what are 4 pillars in order to have ICT? I like to remind the 4 pillars we should have. 1, infrastructure. Our school infrastructure should be the best ideal one. Second, service. How do we serve? Third, it should be education based. It should be education based. Last, the management. In case we want to have an interesting classroom with all facilities, suppose a school is not, I want to have an excellent education. I want to have a best school. I don't have better ICT in the classroom. I don't have a good technology. I don't have internet connection. We may try to save money. To be frank, I'm telling you, teachers, see, if you want to make a best school, if you want to have a best classroom, if you want to be a good teacher, if you want to have a good children, we should have above average facilities, not below average facilities. How can we measure you have or not? Minimum 500 to 600 square feet classroom. It should be 40 to 45 number of children. The school should have minimum 2 internet connections, which is not less than 100 Mbps speed. All classroom or all areas should be connected with internet facilities. Every classroom should have minimum smart board, and all smart boards should be connected with internet facilities. And there should be good place for a kind of sessions, at least 2,000 3,000 square feet small hall. There should be children free space activity areas. There should be a place for debate. There should be a place for discussion. There should be a place for each and every activities. These are the things when we look into the things. Yes, I want to have ICT in the classroom. I don't know technology. I don't know how to use the technology. I don't know how to use this. I don't know how to use this. Then it will never improve. So teachers, suppose you are a teacher, consult your management. Don't criticize the management. I'm not saying everybody has their own limitations. But minimum, above average, since we are running the private school, parents are having expectation from us that my child is going to a best school where all possible facilities, I put into inverted comma, possibilities are there. I'm having a best platform in order to, therefore I put it infrastructure. Not only infrastructure, if you have infrastructure, how you serve, how you maintain, along with that, how do you educate, and what is the responsibility of management. And the same way, they should be determining starting point, planning technology, literacy integration, activity software literacy versus activity, software literacy versus student planning and evaluation, building on experience from home, stimulating and structuring activities. Approach, when we approach, it should enhance every time. Every time it should have, every time the technology improves. Previous there was HP, Windows, and now Windows this, that. Now the Microsoft Word is of 2020, 21, 23. Because 23 version is going on. Which laptop I use? There are many schools, I'm not criticizing, but still old model computers are still used in the computer labs of our school. Old model, right, with the 1 GB RAM, not even 1 GB RAM. I'm not asking the school to change it, but 1 year, buy 5 computers. That's not impossible target for us. 5 computers and put some computers in the library. Let the teachers access, computer library. Let the children, when the children go to access library, in my school I have implemented approximately 7 to 8 computers only in the library for children. If they don't want to check the library books, they want to check something out of library books in easy way, let them go to the library computer, check it out, and it's available. Always, internet facilities are there. All computers, should be updated. Possibilities should be put into the children. So the same way, the classroom also should have the basic information. Some days we need to show something. Some of the schools are having one computer, smart board classroom. Some schools are having not one. Keep increasing, not at a time. 1 year, 2 classrooms. Next year, 2 more classrooms. Next year, keep 3 more classrooms. Gradually, we should increase. See here, therefore, important role of ICT in education is, we cannot say, cannot it has got vital importance. We cannot think a day without smartphone. We cannot think a day without internet. The same way, the classroom teaching also cannot be substituted. See here, teacher knowledge based, learner, experience and knowledge. See on top, experience and knowledge towards teacher. Teacher is knowledge based, and you see here experience, knowledge. Means everything is based on this experience and knowledge. See here the model I prepared, technology integration models. This concept we cannot keep aside in any circumstances at all. So this is what I like to explain about ICT and teaching, learning, pedagogy through ICT. So dear teachers, when I reflect once again the entire topic of today, a day cannot be thought about same way. The classroom teaching cannot be thought about in any circumstances without a creative classroom or without thinking of ICT. It's not at all possible. Therefore, dear teachers, let us upgrade ourselves. Let us upgrade our school facilities. Along with that, let us upgrade our children in the classroom. And so they will become the really techno-savvy society children in order to involve themselves in a better education and to achieve the better education and make use of their all possibilities and excellency, to have creativity and innovation, as well as to have best children in the classroom. With this, I thank all teachers and principals, those who have been a part of this training and hearing me patiently this session. And also thank Sivu Singh sir, Radhika ma'am, Himanshu sir, Edward Alphonse sir, and Dimple ma'am, all executive members of the Sahodaya for giving me a chance again to share my views on teaching, learning, pedagogy through ICT. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shibu. It's wonderful training. You did it. You get vast content. You have sum up within 1 hour. That's a great, incredible job. I can say that the next time I wish that on behalf of the practical learning of how one can take the online classes in an interesting way. I hope you will come up with that so that 1 hour the teachers can learn that how they can make the online classes more interesting, because sometimes it's, as you said, it is really required that because unprecedented climatic condition is forcing us to take the online classes. So in that case, how the teach how the distance, the learned person may be showing much interest because we know that we need to learn, but the students concerned, it's very difficult. They are distracted with the small things. How from the distance the teachers can attract the students through online classes, what kind of technologies, what kind of things they can be used. That I hope that the one day you will come up with that. We were really
Sure, ma'am.
Arivata Sahodaya, Usko Crombus will bow the head before you if you will make this thing very interesting, because most of the parents complaint is that only the online classes making monotonous way, and the students are sometimes, it's true, the network issues, that's no one can do anything, but otherwise also how we can make the online classes more interesting. Please take a class. It's a request from my side. And
Sure, ma'am.
if any participants has got any queries, please post it in the chat box, or sir will take it, Shibu will take it and will explain to you and solve your problems. If you don't have any issues, or if you don't have any problem, then you can take the attendance link and fill it. Anybody, please? Is Simple ma'am is here? I think she's not keeping well. So on behalf of the Aryavarta Sahodaya School Complex, and with the training coordinators and deputy coordinators, Himanshu sir and Simple ma'am, and other all executive members, including you, thank you for taking a wonderful session and making that's very, you can say, the hot topic, or the, you can say, latest topic. We have to take it. We don't have that any other option other than flip learning or the UK. Or so the teacher should know that the how, but teachers cannot be replaced. Thank you very much for making it very clear to the teachers and to us also. Thank you. Thank you, Shibu sir, once again on behalf of the participants too. Of course, my mentor from sir too.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
लेके जाएंगे। किचन वाला रख देंगे तो इधर रखेंगे, ये तो यहाँ रखेंगे, हम ऐसे ही कर लेंगे। मैं तो नीचे भी बहुत डस्ट है, फटाफट बहुत ले सकते। क्या बोलते, क्या बोला? चाय वाला ढक्कन नया है। हाँ, नीचे। हाँ। Participants are requested to take the questions immediately because 4 minutes more after that it will be closed. The meeting going to close.